It's the Slam Dunk.
I want to be really clear about this. I want to back John Kerwin's support for the new Waterfront Stadium. I've never wavered from this position. Now is the time. If not now, then it's never. And we'll sink more millions into putting lipstick on Eden Park. I'm loath to disrespect it by calling it a pig, lipstick on a pig, but we need to close the chapter in Eden Park. We need to build a spectacular statement on the best land in the country by the sea on Auckland's waterfront. It's the best land. I think it stacks up. I've looked into this. I've interviewed the guys. And if we can free Eden Park up to be the suburb that it is, then let's do it. It's not a cricket ground. It's not a rugby ground. It's too far away for everything. But if Luxon's looking for something to sink his teeth into, as he says he is, then he needs to publicly slap himself in the face and say, this is my legacy project. It's staring at him. He talked all this economic growth up the other day. Here it is, Chris. Now is the hour. This is it. You said you were looking for economic growth? Well, this is economic growth on stalks. Build it and they will come. And John Kerwin's points about the boost it will give to the city, the shops, the restaurants, the pubs and clubs, he's right. It'll be enormous. We have to grow up and mature and bury the 1950s talk about affordability. If we can't build and maintain a stunning waterfront stadium in Auckland's waterfront, as the AB's new fortress is a World Cup final venue, is something that we can be proud of. Then clearly we almost Luxon's message the other day about finally being time to say yes to something. And Luxon is under pressure now to say yes to this too. This government must show it's not just talk. It must throw its considerable influence and weight behind it. Back it, Chris. Put your money where your mouth is. Fund some of it. Put the powers in the balance sheet of the Crown behind it, and let's go. I can see the main stand, the Chris Luxon stand. I'm joking. It's got to be the Jonah Lomu Circle or the Jonah Lomu stand, isn't it? Richie McCaw stand to be fitting. Colin Meads Lounge. Names of our greatest players. Take them into the new stadium, and let's take the history into the new stadium. Let's immediately show you the history of this project by putting all the old players in there. Let's stop saying no. I agree, Chris Luxon. But isn't this a good test for you now, sir? Just a few days ago, you were saying, let's say yes. Here's the project. The land's amazing. The site's waiting to be exploited properly. I went down there today to have another look. It's waiting for us to show bravery and courage. AT&T Park in San Francisco. It's on the water, and the town is alive all around the perimeter. We owe this to ourselves in so many ways. We certainly need to show our support for the many investors in the commercial buildings and the commercial spaces all around the waterfront in downtown, the bars, restaurants, and transplant the most successful sporting act on planet Earth to play there. Auckland has said no once already to a blank cheque when Trevor Mallard came knocking before the 2011 World Cup. He said, oh, we'll build it, blank cheque. And Auckland couldn't get their heads around it. They said, no, you're not coming here and telling us what to build. And they turned their backs on it. What dickheads. What absolute dickheads. There was a blank cheque from Mallard and you said, nope, not our idea. And you missed the boat. Let's follow the money now. Trains, buses, cars, ferries, they all end up there on the waterfront. Now is not the time to repeat our mistakes of the past. This is a job of national pride and national significance, and I urge the corporates, the government, everyone to come forward and do their bit in the national interest. I used to go to Athletic Park. I heard the noise of the snobs in Thornton who said, we don't want a new Wellington waterfront stadium. Stay at Athletic Park. Can you imagine still playing and viewing a game at Athletic Park in the wind and the Portaloos? Can you imagine Friday night, 3 degrees, and the Hurricanes are playing the Brumbies, and where's the corporate area? It would be a bloody disaster. Sport's big business, has been for a long time, and we must provide world-class venues just so we can bid to host the events. As it stands, we spruced up the area for the America's Cup, only to be shat on by Grant Dalton, who took it away. We have to do something of significance down there right now. It's a patch right now for 3 bunnies to run around and 4 basketball courts. It's so undervalued. It's seriously undercapitalised. And now we're looking a gift horse in the mouth. I'm with JK. We must do this. There's only one right decision. I urge the government to come clean with a show of support for the project and do what you said you wanted to do the other day, which is time to say yes. It's time for the debate to be over. Have another listen to him. We'll put it in there right now. Here it is.
Where there's opportunity, we're gonna say yes to stuff, and I appreciate that won't be everyone's cup of tea. I appreciate people will have different views on that, but we're not here to debate and discuss anymore. We're here to get things done and grow the country.
Exactly. If he meant it, then let's go. If he just said it but didn't actually mean it, then resign, Prime Minister. It's time to back ourselves. It's time to do this, and it's time for Luxon to stop talking about it. Show us some results. There's action looking at you in the face, mate. This is a political gift. Now show us what you're made of, Prime Minister. Give it a go.
Duncan Garner, live.